You're fired.
Clap.
There we go. We did it.
All right.
All right. Welcome to a new episode of Let's Get Fired. I'm your host, Drew Simon, joined by my co-host, Clayton Palmquist.
Hello.
And today we brought on local stand-up comedian, Dario. I always mispronounce your last name.
Do you want me to just...
Is it Jokic?
Dario Jokic.
Jokic.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Yes, I did. I did the best job with my name.
It starts with a J, right?
Yes.
So that's why it looks like Jokic.
That's why it's ethnic, dude. We keep it. Yes, that's right.
It's gross.
Ew, yeah. I love the things you guys have. I feel at home with the Quran right there, too. I like that.
Yeah.
And the deep focus pills. Do you take deep focus pills and just read the Quran? That is wild. Right next to the dog commemorating 9/11. What is happening here?
Dude, it's the setup. It is the setup.
It's good. You're missing out on some of the cool medals you guys got over here with some Korea
Yeah.
and stuff like that. God, this is a cool podcast. I hope Black Rifle sponsors you soon. I would just start I'm drinking Black Rifle right now. Pay them.
Black Rifle.
Black
coffee.
Rifle in a plastic cup. Nobody's fucking anybody's wives because we're fucking conservatives in this bitch.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that was an intense way to start.
We love America.
It actually is one of my favorite places in the world.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
It's up there.
Where the fuck? You know what? All about this. Fucking, oh, dude. I hate French people. Right now, especially. These fucking assholes. They have the nerve. They have the fucking nerve to say that they have the most culture. Their culture is the lamest. They're hyping up the lamest shit, dude. Their buildings, they're like grandiose architecture, dude. It just smells like piss. It's what it is. Once you get around this piss smell of fucking France, oh.
I've never been.
Don't.
But, dude, my favorite nickname for French people is frogs. Have you heard that one?
I love it now.
Frogs.
Why frogs? Because they...
In World War II, the British soldiers called the French soldiers frogs.
Damn, dude. There's something classy about, like British racism.
Yeah, dude.
It's so unfortunate, isn't it? There is a the colonialization aspect of it all, but there's still something, I don't know, classy.
I don't know. The French
it.
deserve it, though, for sure. Dude, have you seen the movie Dunkirk? It's a movie like when they're evacuating Europe because the Germans are kicking their asses. Mm-hmm. So all the British are like getting onto boats to get back to England before the Germans kill them. And like there's a dude who's like a mute in their group. Like he's just a soldier who's not talking. And they're like, what the fuck is this guy not talking? And they eventually get him to talk and he's French. And they're like, it's a fucking frog.
Oh, dude, they suck. I don't like French people.
Yeah, they try to throw him out of the boat.
Yeah. Oh, good. You know what? Oh, did really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank God, dude. Did they end up throwing him out of the boat?
I think they did. Yeah.
Oh, it's good, dude.
Yeah.
That's how extensive French hate goes. It's just like no matter what, like you're a victim and you're an ally. They still treat you like a Nazi. like that's crazy, dude. Oh, dude, French people and their language is terrible. Yeah. The worst fucking language I've ever heard. Next to German. I put it up there with German.
When I was in college, I took a French class for a week, and then I dropped it because I'm fluent in Spanish. So I was like, oh, if I can learn Spanish, like French has to be close.
Yeah.
And it's not.
It's not.
No.
To me, France sounds like French sounds like what I think bulimia sounds like. Does that make sense?
Like, I will say one thing, though, man. They have pretty sweet mustaches. So,
because they're pervs. They're gross. They're the original pervs. I don't know if you know that. And their food sucks. Their food is just bread. It's just fucking grains. And they have the fucking nerve.
Bread and cigarettes, man.
Bread, cigarettes, and then whatever fucking... It's bulimia, dude, dog. It really is. It's like, that's what their language stems from, is straight bulimia. Bulimia. It even sounds like a French disease.
If you want to hear some like good anti-French racism, go to Canada. Like go to Alberta where they're all like farmers.
Yeah.
Like, dude, British, like English-speaking Canadians, dude, they hate the French.
I hate the French.
They hate the French.
God, I gotta go.
Because like
there.
the French like dominate like politics in Canada, so they like run the government, even though they're like 10% of the population.
And French politics sucks. They don't fucking want to work, these guys, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're gonna fucking burn down the fucking entire fucking place. They should burn it down just in general.
Right.
Their entire country. They should just burn it down. Beside the point. They were like, we're going to burn it down because we have to work a little longer. Fuck you, dude. Like, that's such bullshit. And they'll do this shit, too, where they're like, we inspired the Americans to do American Revolution. No, you fucking didn't. They had a revolution after the Americans because what? They're pussies. That's why. And they're fucking...
And they saw how awesome ours was.
Dude, the only...
We didn't behead enough politicians.
I think that's what I was going to say. That's the only good thing that a French person's ever made was the fucking guillotine. Guillotine?
Yeah,
Guillotine. Oh. That's cool. That is a really cool way to go about it. And then have it in front of...
What a job, the person who's making guillotines.
Yeah.
Dude, you know they used guillotines as late as World War II?
That's
no,
incredible.
later than that, bro.
Even?
Dude.
They used it into the 70s.
Dude, the French are awesome. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Just that aspect. Everything else about them...
Everything else is super gay.
Stupid. And it's just like... It's a country of vampires and elitist little pricks that
dude,
think they're...
you're from Bosnia.
And I'm telling you, right? Yes. There's a reason why I'm there. There's a reason why I smell like garlic. Is get these fucking French people out of my fucking turf, dude. I do not like the French. I do have some French friends that I actually think are very sweet, endearing people, but I hate hearing them talk about anything
Some of the
French.
good ones.
No. I group them all into the same category as of right now, dude. I don't think that people understand how racist France is too.
Oh yeah, dude.
So fucking
yeah.
racist. Fuck that place. Fuck you, France.
Well, dude, thanks for being here.
Thank you
Let's
for
Get
having
Fired.
me.
This
Let's
is
do
fun.
it. This is a good start.
So we're gonna just jump right into it here. So what's
So-
the? Oh,
Well, hold on. Sorry. So I had one real quick. This was the ignorant question I had.
Okay.
So
Get it out
you're
of the way.
Bosnian.
Yes.
So that's the Turka whites, right?
Turka whites indeed. Yes,
Okay.
Clayton. Good
Okay.
analyzation of what we got going on in the Eastern European bloc. That's good.
Okay.
They're not like super. What was it you said?
Turka.
They're not super that. See, that's a good way of getting around getting canceled yourself. See, you get other people to do it. But no, they pray to Allah. Some of them don't. The ones that don't, they're mad at. Usually, and then they got mad at each other and fought, and that's.
I'm gonna guess is sex trafficking. Is that big in Bosnia?
It's big all over. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know that. It's just everybody's trying it.
Yeah, but I feel like
I think you could walk outside in your apartment right now, and I could get you some sex trafficking, dude. If that's what you're looking for, you don't have to go far, bud.
I mean, I'm just. What I was getting at is, blacks to the NBA is Bosnians to sex trafficking. Am I wrong?
Well,
or are you guys not the best?
We're also pretty good at the NBA too. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
that too. But yeah, we're pretty good at. And you know what? I'll give black people some credit when it comes to human trafficking too. You can't. You can't just discount.
They don't get the respect that they deserve.
Oh God, this is a great podcast. If we weren't getting fired yet, we're getting fired now for sure, dude. This is wild. Yeah. Oh my God. But yes, they're pretty good at the human trafficking element. Very, very sad what happens when they're trafficked, of course.
You guys don't like Albanians, right? Or
who does?
Dude.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? And Armenians too. When Cheyenne's on this podcast, remind her how much I was really trying not to mention her name. But when she's here, I just be like, you Armenian bitch.
Yeah, yeah, if you think about it, the Armenian genocide wasn't that bad.
Yeah. No.
I don't even know if it happened.
I don't even you recognize that it did. So prior to that, but what are we even talking about? We're talking about hard start, hating French people, Armenian genocide.
Yeah, we're in it. So what was the first job you ever had?
Oh, this is a crazy transition. I used to be what is called a youth development professional at the Boys and Girls Club. So I would pretty much set up programs for kids to there were lesson plans throughout the day, and I would have to meet a certain list of lessons plans that the kids would then have to implement to some weird skills. Usually just we would play basketball or jump rope and stuff like that, or just silly kid shit. And I would do that. That's what I did. That was my first job.
Crazy. How old were you?
I was 18.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that was the first that paid me. The first job that I really ever had, I was like not hustling, but like taking trash out at my dad's apartment complex. He's a maintenance man, so it's just like
first job where you're on a payroll.
Payroll, 18, Boys and Girls Club.
Wow. I never would have guessed.
Right? Especially after what we just said, opening up the fucking podcast. It was wild. Yeah. Anyway.
So what's the worst job you've ever had?
Wow. Whoa. There was I used to work at a homeless shelter for families, like a family homeless shelter.
Oh, that does sound awful. A bunch of gross people.
Bunch of gross kids, bunch of gross people, bunch of gross like fucking everybody's and they were the sweetest people.
Yeah,
I've
the
ever met in
homeless
my
can't
life.
pay you that well.
Yeah, nah, they can't. Like, what are you gonna fucking from your panhandle?
Yeah, you're not gonna get a tip.
Dirty, sweaty money. Exactly. Yeah, I never really worked customer service until just now. But no, yeah, it was homeless people, and damn, dude, there was one time I had to kick a crack addict out of like a children's playground, like he was doing crack in a kid's playground. It was crazy, dude. I just smacked the fucking crack pipe out of a 50-year-old man's hand.
Wait, he had the pipe? Like
he was at the
right there?
in the playground. Yeah, it was like this little like play area that we had for like residents in this homeless shelter that we had, and he was just in that area smoking crack. And
what was his ethnicity?
He was white.
Dude,
he was white. He was an
white
old
dude
white
on crack.
It's very common, actually. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it.
No, I thought.
But when you see him, you're like, that guy does crack.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Meth is more of our speed.
That's more of our speed. That's funny.
Yeah,
that is a little play right there. Cheers to that. Yeah. Meth is more of our speed. Oh man, yeah.
No.
But
yeah, the town Clayton and I come from, it wasn't really a crack town. It was a lot more of a meth town.
You get a little bit of crack sometimes. You know, I think he was having a good day then. I think if that's what he ended up getting, crack instead of meth.
Yeah, no, I think crack has to be better than meth.
Yeah, time will tell. We got to try sometime.
Cleaner high.
Yeah. Dude, we got to
get
on.
Have you seen the Anchorman? Where they're like, there's this new thing called cocaine, and they're trying it live on air. Like,
oh my god. Oh.
Yeah,
am I holding this too close to my face?
No, you're good.
You're good? All right, cool. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll have to smoke crack on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, I think so. That'd be great. Just a little crack trip, dude. Oh, man. Go down to Portland. Do some crack.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You went to Portland recently, right?
Yeah.
Quinn Johnson told me.
Yes. How is he doing?
He's doing good.
Shouts out Quinn Johnson. I hope you're killing it in Portland. Portland's funniest. I'm saying it right here, right now.
Yeah, he's gonna be co-hosting this podcast when he gets back to Utah.
Okay,
he's gonna be here in two weeks.
So is he like moving back to Utah?
Yeah, permanently.
Okay. All right.
Gave up on Portland.
Well, Utah. Well, welcome back, Quinn Johnson. You were Portland's funniest comic from what I've seen. No. Oh man, that's cool. I'm glad he's coming back, dude. That's
yeah.
Sorry about you losing your job there.
It's okay.
I don't know. The way I saw you do the mic checks today, I was like, this guy needs a new co-host. I was like, he's like, okay, mic check, and then you just said nothing. It was cool. It'll remind you how to talk. That was such a cool thing. But
that was cool, man. It's hard to talk sometimes.
Anyway,
dude, how did you like Portland though?
I actually really liked it.
Really?
Dude, there's something about an angry lesbian that I adore, and that city is filled with them.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fun, dude. Oh, I actually really enjoyed it.
Angry lesbians. That's how you describe the whole city of Portland.
The whole city of Portland is just angry lesbians. Even if you're like in like purple districts of fucking Oregon or anything like that, you're an angry lesbian. The men there dress like angry lesbians. I don't know if you see it. I see it though.
Yeah.
The whole city.
Dude, one time we were doing a mic here in Provo. Did you ever do the City Limits open mic?
That's one of my favorite mics that we had here.
Dude,
trashy.
We upset.
Loved
it was very trashy. We upset a pack of angry lesbians.
And they went right back to fucking Portland. They migrated back to the north.
Dude, it wasn't as bad as in Spokane though, because they didn't even like. When the one chick went on stage, she didn't even like yell at us. She was just like, "You guys are sexist." That was it.
but we are.
Yeah.
We are, and that's okay. It's okay to be an angry lesbians. I'm all about that, dude. I feel like I need to surround myself with more angry lesbians, is what I'm saying, and that's why I really like Portland. Because being around you guys all the fucking time, I'm like,
no, this comedy scene is really lacking.
Yeah,
Utah comedy is missing two things: black dudes and angry lesbians.
those are please. If you're an angry lesbians and or a black guy, please come on down.
we need you.
If you're a black guy, come angry lesbians. It's stay
if
where
you're
you are, man. It's fine.
If you're a black angry woman who's also happens to be a lesbian,
Oh my god.
please come down now. I'll pay your rent. we'll fucking figure it out, dude. We need, oh god, Utah needs so much more diversity. Yeah. I was actually thinking about that when I was in Portland, because like there's way more diversity there. I was in a bar where I gotta stop hitting that table, dude. But I also don't want to like hit your guys' knees. I feel like we're so close. But I was at a bar where I saw like it was like a little person with a giant cane, a fedora, and an entire like quinceañera dress, dude. And they had eyeshadow on, but they looked like the anonymous mask with like the mustache and everything, dude.
Dude, that's just the mascot of Portland.
It had the Keebler Dyke, dude. It's like the best fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, man. It's so cool, and I couldn't stop.
Dyke.
It's so important to have this level of diversity, and like dude, I think we're lacking one in diversity, and people don't need to be sensitive to diversity. Does that make sense?
No,
it should be fun.
But who? I want
it to be
far
fun
as like
again.
who brings it for comedy, I would like more black dudes.
100%, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love.
Because we lost DeLeon.
Yeah. We didn't lose. He's not dead.
He's
he
gone.
just. Oh my god. He just went. He's probably gonna be coming back too soon too.
Really?
Yeah. He could probably co-host this with fucking Quinn. It would be really good. That would be really cool if both Quinn and DeLeon came inside your house and just podcasted in your room.
Kicked me off my podcast.
That'd be really good. I want this podcast to end just by being hosted by just like a black lesbian lady. That'd be the coolest thing ever, man. Anyway,
that would be funny.
Have you ever stolen company property?
No, I have not. I borrowed company property all the time.
Yeah,
You've never kept it.
Never kept it. Broken it. Broken company. Oh, dude, I've broken company property, dude.
Yeah,
like anything expensive.
I've broken. Yeah, actually, I have. I've totaled. Okay, so I'm a news I'm a news photographer, right? They trust news photographers a lot with like company vehicles, and I've totaled when I started at news photography, I totaled 2 cars. The first one, the first 2 were not my fault. Hold on, I gotta remember how many I've totaled to see how many I've actually were my fault. First 2 not my fault. First one got broken into when I was at like covering a protest. The second one, a guy who was like high off meds. He was actually a judge at a district court. He ran right into the car.
Ooh. And
then he crunched the fucking whole vehicle, and then the engine started like leaking, and then I totaled that car. And then I rear-ended a veteran. And that sucks when you it sucks when you figure that out. It sucks when he pulls out his VA insurance and you're like, or his GA insurance or whatever the fuck, and you're like, oh, thank you for your service, sir. And then your car is leaking, and his car was fine, but I totaled that car. And then yeah, dude, I've broken so much company vehicle. One time I backed my company vehicle into another company vehicle, and I tried to hide it. And my boss brought me into his cubicle and had me watch the surveillance footage of me backing into that car.
Work there?
I still work there, yes.
Holy shit.
Dude, they really like me. I really hope I get to keep this job.
Dude,
as long as they like me.
Take pictures?
No, I do more than just take pictures.
Yeah,
I ask people
son
questions. I'm a photojournalist. Thank you, Drew.
Who do you work for?
I can't wait till
you don't have to say
DeLeon hosts, dude. It's gonna be so good.
DeLeon and his sister.
Just know I work for a local news outlet in Utah.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. They're really good people though. Like my boss is like a really nice guy. The guys that run the organization themselves, I can't stand working with them. I think they have no like news like. This is me getting on a spiel right now. They suck at the news, pretty as much as all I'm trying to say.
How so?
It's so easy to sensationalize news, and they categorize what news is going to be. If you watch local news, it's just weather, and that's because they just think that people just care about the weather, and it's such ass bullshit crap, you know.
So do you ever see like images that you've taken, and then the headlines like wild?
Yeah, all the time. I once I was at okay, so. It's actually kind of a weird one because sometimes you're kind of like treading the line of like whether you agree with some of these actions that like police take and stuff like that. So okay, I witnessed this one police shooting. So I was at a story one day where it wasn't even.
Wait, you witnessed the shooting?
Yeah,
like you saw the cop.
I saw the cop. You see me pull up on the body camera footage actually, and my head peeks out to see what the fuck's going on. It's a wild thing. So I was covering a story about a local school district in Utah, and it was all about how they didn't like let this chick who had like a disability have her disability properly or whatever, like, you know, they were taking out her ramps or whatever the fuck. I don't really remember. It was she couldn't like breathe properly, and she had like a little monitor that would like beep every time she wasn't breathing properly, and the teachers would be like, "Oh, it's so distracting." Stupid bitch, breathe. That's really kind of what they were doing to this 13-year-old girl.
That's funny.
So we interview her. That's my day. We do a little bit of talking about this. We go to the school district building itself, and as I'm setting up my live shot, I hear "Pah, pah, 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 pah." And my coworker and I were like, "That's gunshots. That's definitely gunshots." They sound like fireworks, but they were definitely gunshots. So we walk. We like peek our little heads up and see in the parking lot right next to us is a fucking like police pulling a guy out of a car that they had just shot at, right? So I was like, okay, police had just shot that car, right? They close off the entire street, and then I pull up and I get into the driveway of the parking lot, right? And I'm just like watching and just like looking at what's going on. They're pulling this guy out and start like doing CPR on him, which I thought was weird. You just
peppered him with,
right? And now you're just having this guy, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's insane. And I was just watching. I was just watching that. I was fascinated. What were you going to say?
They should just double tap him.
They did more than just double tap, dude. It was wild what they fucking did. They unloaded, all of them unloaded, emptied out their clips. One of the guy's guns, apparently, and you can hear it in the body camera footage, I think one of his guns jams in the middle of him shooting him. That's how fast he was just pulling his fucking trigger, Christ, dude. They went in on this dude. He's one of them sovereign citizen types. That's why they pulled him over, right? Because he didn't have his plates. He became all questiony. He had a passport. So, dude, sovereign citizens drive me crazy, but that's beside the point. He had this whole fucking thing, and like he gives him a passport. The cops and him have an interaction, and then he like looks like he's reaching for his like seatbelt, but there's a gun right next to his seatbelt, so he looks like he's reaching for a gun. They come back and they just unload on him, right? They pull him out of the car, and then that's when I show up. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Part of your job, are you like supposed to get a picture if you see something crazy?
Yeah. That was one of those days.
Yeah.
That was one of those days where I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta get this. So I have
You're not like excited? You're not like...
I was actually a little traumatized because this guy was bloodied out, dude. It was crazy. It was but at the same time I was like, I gotta get a shot of this. This is crazy, you know? So I got all I was able to get was it was like him getting CPR and him like really pressing on his chest and stuff like that, and all this like and the body camera guy and the police officer that stopped him, I saw him kind of like going back to his car, giving his wife a call and stuff like that. So I just saw the whole situation kind of play out afterwards, right? And it was kind of weird. It was kind of weird being like an eyewitness, not an eyewitness so to speak, but close to that, you know, at the time. But yeah, that was a wild day. It was a fun one. Yeah,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. So this is a rough transition, but have you ever made sweet, gentle love to anyone you work with?
Oh. I'm thinking. No.
No.
I once like I fingered a coworker once. Is that
Oh,
sweet gentle love? They'll give you that.
That's up there.
That's up there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Have you made out with a coworker?
Yeah, I've a lot of coworkers.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Never sealed the deal though, man. That's
No,
what's up with that?
It's just like, I don't know. Part of me is like, if we fuck, it's gonna look weird on my resume, you know?
Dude, you don't have to put that on your resume.
But you kind of want to.
Do you just put your body? You just have your body count on your resume.
Yeah. What's this? What's this 13 right over here?
You have a headshot of each person.
Nice, dude. That's so cool. They're all on my LinkedIn, dude. I pick up chicks on LinkedIn. It's whatever, dude. It's not big of a deal.
Dude, that's wild. So, who's the most annoying coworker you've ever had?
Okay. I had an annoying boss at that homeless shelter. Actually, this dude was wild. He was so it's a nonprofit because they're no, you donate to that place and they fucking give the money to the people who don't have the homes, right? You know the process, right? Mm-hmm. This guy was taking the money that was coming in from charities, and like he basically stole it. The way he did it was he would claim he was going to like trainings in Denver, in like Portland, in like California, right? And then we would get the receipts back, and this dude was spending like $10,000 on like weed and going out and dinners and expensive shit like that. And then like he got caught like red-handed and everything like that. And his whole thing was every time he would get in trouble, he would just be like, "Well, when I had cancer." So he had cancer.
Oh, dude, that's the best.
And he would just always use that as his crutch. He's like, "I had cancer, and I've learned a lot of lessons from then. And I think that I should be still in a good position to run this company because I know how to deal with funds and charities because of my cancer." He was a terrible person. He was the worst person.
Like how Colin wants to use like Donnie to catch predators.
Yeah. Yes. Oh. But I mean, if if everybody's down to do it, I feel like everybody's gonna catch a predator with Colin eventually.
Yeah, no, dude, it sounds like shooting fish in a barrel. Like all you have to do is
isn't that kind of sad? Holy shit!
You just have to make a grinder and boom, you're in business.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, no, don't do that,
dude. What he really, really has to go for, if he wants to go viral, he has to catch a woman.
Whoa.
That's the white whale. That's like he has a career on the internet if he catches a woman.
The entire game show is just done at a public school in her classroom. We've seen what you were texting the other 16-year-old boys in the gym, you disgusting bitch. First question I have for you is how many eyes does a bee have? I want him to get that on a shirt, dude.
Yeah, I told him he should make a shirt that says that.
That's a good shirt, dude.
So, what's the worst case of time theft that you've ever committed?
Wow. Actually, for the most part, I can't think of anything where I've like been like super late to a job or like.
Well, you've never like taken a nap on the job?
No. I mean,
you've never like scrolled.
Okay, all right, okay.
You never scrolled on Instagram for an hour.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have taken naps on my job. I have, but in my defense, my job requires. Well, no, there's no defense. I shouldn't be napping. I just get sleepy, bro. Whatever, man. I get high before work and I just get sleepy midday. So it happens. Oopsies. Damn, dude. Revealing a lot about myself today.
What's your favorite job that you've had?
As much. Okay, that's a tough one. I used to work at a refugee center and that shit was fucking awesome, dude.
It
was a lot of fucking fun because it was just like you'd hang out with like Somali kids, and like it was like I would teach ESL, right, to like Arabic women and like just like refugees and like Somalis and stuff like that, and I would teach them all English, and it was like really fun hanging out with these like moms like at like during the day, right, and then at like when like the kids get out of school, I would like hang out with them. We would play like fucking soccer and shit like that, and like help with math and stuff like that, and they would say the wildest shit, dude. So I just anywhere where there's like wild things happening is fucking cool. There was this one time this like Somali kid comes in with his eyes like his hands cupped, right, and I'm like, what are you doing, right? He's like, don't worry about it. Like he had his sleeves over his like hands. And I was like, what is that? And he's like, don't worry about it. And then he goes into a corner of the room. Then I see another kid go into the corner of the room. This kid was just like a white kid, you know?
Yeah.
They were like best buds. It doesn't matter what their race was, whatever, but like it was just for context of the story, right? They go into these like little corners, and then they just start screaming, "Bee fight!" And they unload from their sleeves that they had cupped like that. They unload bees at each other.
Like bees?
Like bees.
How
like
are
hornets.
the bees not stinging them when they had them in their hands?
Well, because they didn't have them in their hands, like their raw like hands, you know? It was like they had like, how do I explain it? It was like they had their sleeves over their hands, right? They had like a long sleeve shirt that they would cup over it. And then they just had like a handful of bees.
Yeah.
And they would just take it and chunk it at like other kids that would be just walking.
Dude, that is crazy.
It's so cool, dude. It was the coolest thing ever. And like it was kind of like in a lower like income neighborhood, right? And there was just like a lot of different people there, which was like really fucking sick. But there was like these kids who were like kind of joining gangs and stuff like that, but they didn't know how to read very well. So like all the gang graffiti was just misspelled. Like there was just one sign that said "Booed Life Forever," and there was like "Booed," like Blood's like Bood's life forever. I was like, damn, dude, these kids are not gonna be. I don't think you should be. I don't think you just. If you're illiterate, I don't think you can be in a gang. I feel like there should be a reading level for gang members.
Dude, bee fights. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, some kid came in with a Glot once, like a gun, and pointed it at my coworker. Like that shit was crazy too. Best job I still had though.
That's still not crazy because I've heard of people
saying it.
I've heard of people shooting people before. I've never heard of someone attacking someone with bees.
That's
dude, it was pretty cool.
Fun, man.
That's how you do it, dude. It was a good strategy these kids had, dude. It was so cool. Fuck yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Bees, man.
So
that was a cool job.
If you could wipe one country off the face
France. Done. Why?
You would nuke the French
I
immediately.
wish we had a footnote for the first rant that I had. Did I rant about the French yet?
Yeah.
France. Yes.
That was
Hulk.
That was like the first 9 minutes of this podcast.
I want to emphasize that their whole language is what I think bulimia sounds like. I really like just everything about it. I just do not like the French. If I haven't said that already, I'm going to say it again.
I mean, at this point, I could make a 10-minute compilation of you talking about it.
Oh, dude. Culture sucks. You're bragging about nothing.
Yeah,
and
your
superhero's got a fucking hunchback. What is that shit? That's disgusting. Their superhero is a hunchback dude with a fucking complex about the way he looks, right? And that's his superpower. Fuck you.
Well, they also have a black French Batman now. So.
Oh yeah.
So
really, that's cool.
I bet French people hate that because they're all fucking racist. French people are so racist, dude. Elitist pricks, dude. Anyway. There's black French people that are probably racist too.
Yeah,
because France
probably
sucks. It's an elitist, sucky place. Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Yeah. No, did you watch the World Cup last year?
Where they sucked?
Well, they went to the championship.
Yeah.
And the French team was just all black dudes.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Like they were like they'll put people. It's pretty much what America does too. If we're gonna be honest, really, like we're not above that. I feel like we're same
not.
Bullshit.
Except our soccer team's like Latinos.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was our whole football thing is black people, right? We just have a whole yeah. So it's like, but I'm saying like I don't know, man. It's just like there's the thing about here's how I feel about America, right? America, yes, is racist, right? Sure. but I think we're aware of it, right? And we're also trashy. We're trashy, racist people, right? And we're like aware of it, right? And we embrace it. Some people embrace it.
You know what? Racism's fun.
Well, all right, fine. Yeah, okay. You're kind of right sometimes. If we're gonna be real,
I mean,
like you can't be.
It can get out of hand.
It can get out of hand.
Like,
yeah.
if you're having rallies, and shit, it's not fun anymore.
This is not fun. Yeah. The minute you really start going after people, you're like, oh, this is shit. This is terrible. I hate this. Right. But if it's just like a little like knock shit, it's like I'm gonna.
You make fun of your black friend when he drowns. Like that's.
Oh my god.
Fun. We're just having a good time.
That's fun because that's a real thing that happened. All right.
To Obama's chef, dude. Anyway, this is a good podcast, dude.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just come back to France for just one more thing, all right? This is what I want to get to in general. America's got a trashy racist culture. But we're aware of it, and we don't like that. We're aware of it, and we're trashy, guilty. We embrace it. The French, they do a different thing where they're just trashy and racist, and they pretend like their shit is like the best. But it's like, no, you're just trashy and racist. At least we as Americans accept and sell people we're trashy and racist. You guys pretend like you're not, and you pretend like you're better. But you stink, and you smell bad, and you're stupid, and you're French, and I fucking hate you.
Yeah, that's coming from an Eastern European, man.
It's coming from an Eastern European. You can come at me in the comments. I don't give a fuck. My language sounds terrible too, and I have the gall to say that your fucking language sounds worse. It does. It's worse. It's worse. I take Vietnamese over French any day, dude. I get hard from Vietnamese over French. If a Vietnamese lady whispered in my ear, is a weird thing to say out loud. I'm getting hard, but a French lady, dude, with her in your ear, dude, no.
Wait,
fuck that, dude. I hate
speak
French.
Bosnian?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
What does Bosnian sound like?
Awful.
Can you say something in it?
What do you want me to say?
Dude, say Clayton is gay.
Clayton, you peder. Isn't that beautiful?
You
peder?
Peder?
Peder.
You fucking homo.
Peder. That's how I like to say it. It sounds like Peter, huh? It sounds like
So does that mean gay, or is that like...
Yeah.
Is that
like it's like fag. It's
fag,
actually pretty.
Okay, gotcha,
but then the worst part is like it means like it all it means. Like I don't know how, I don't homosexual. That's how you say homosexual.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just that word, and the next word is just peder, which is just like a slur. It's like that's fucked up. But that sucks. That's Europe, dude. Europe's racist, dog.
When I learned Spanish,
disgusting. Yeah.
My thing was I learned how to say fag in every Latin American country because they all have a different way for it.
Wow.
In Mexico, it's joto.
Wow.
In Guatemala,
oh my
it's
god,
hueco. Hueco is my favorite one. There's this dude I knew.
Hueco is cool. Hueco sounds like I don't know. It sounds like a fucking like a skinwalker, like a mythical thing, dude.
Dude, this dude, he had a pet parrot and he taught it to talk, and it only said hueco. So it'd be you'd be walking down the sidewalk and the parrot was in the window, and as you're walking by, the parrot would just be like, hueco.
That's so cool, dude. I wish I had a gay Latin parrot, dude. That would be the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, dude. Nicaragua, cochon. El Salvador, Pipián.
Did you do a mission in one of these places?
Yeah, dude, Guatemala.
Dude, I kind of am envious of the mission stuff, dude. It's kind of cool, but except the fact you just got to talk about Jesus the entire time.
Yeah,
I could sell people on Jesus though.
It's rough because it's like, it's more than like a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're out every day from like 11. We leave the house at 11 a.m. and we get home at 9 o'clock at night. Oh my god! And
that's
you only
crazy.
get 1 day off a week.
Wow, dude. Oh my god, that's insane.
And so you're just knocking doors and people are just slamming doors in your face all day.
Do you ever like switch the strategy up a little bit? Like you're like,
nah.
Oh, data. Damn.
And I gave like no pushback because someone was like, "No thanks." I was like, "All right."
Has anybody gotten like cool like has anybody gotten like good pussy stories from their mission, dude?
Oh, dude.
Or is it just you have to fuck your companion?
Dude, there were like 3 different dudes who had babies in my mission.
And then they
dude.
just left, dude. That's such a cool move. That's so baller, dude. That's what it's about. That's how you actually convert people. That's the good move. Every missionary is just paying for someone's citizenship. Dude, Utah's the shit, dude.
No,
this
dude,
is a good spot.
No, dude, they were all Latinos. So like
Oh.
one was from Honduras. And he impregnated a Guatemalan chick in Guatemala. Another one was like a Nicaraguan dude who got a Guatemalan chick.
You don't think
only one American from Arizona.
Really?
He got one
what was
American.
His name?
Dude, I didn't know his. He was there like before I got there.
You heard legend of him, huh?
Oh, I saw his kid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw his little white baby living in a shanty in the Guatemalan jungle.
Dude, they got the that's such a cool ass fucking thing. You just take a trip and get a chick pregnant.
And in a third world country too.
Oh, so where no one remembers. Oh my God. You name a kid and everything, dude. Damn. Well, you probably don't even have to name the kid. You just leave.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
So
have you heard of word? Oh, dude. And it's all because of Christ, dude. That's so cool, dude. That's an easy fable, too, to just be like, you're like the son of a virgin because every missionary is a virgin. So it's like, it's kind of biblical, actually, what you guys do.
If you think about it.
Yeah, really, it is. That's, oh my God, it's so good. I'm ready.
Yeah, there's a few little Guatemalan Jesuses walking around there.
Is it too late for me to do a Mormon mission, dude?
No, dude, it's never too late. You can
Go ahead. You were saying?
So, next question here. Have you ever sexually assaulted a coworker?
No.
Have you?
No, I have not.
Someday someone's going to say yes to
I keeps it respectful in the workplace, though. However, everybody that's around me be saying some shit and be like talking about some shit where I'm like, that's sexual and weird and like, what the fuck? Like, ugh, you know?
Dude,
Are they women?
Women and men.
Old women can get away with anything.
Old women and like old horny women and like gay horny men. Like they're the ones that can just say and do the craziest shit. Like just looking at a dude's dick the minute they walk in. Like, relax, all right? This is assault. Look at my zipper. Gentlemen. Anyway.
Do you ever get murderous thoughts at work?
All the time. What are you talking about? I sometimes, even on a good day, I'll just think about some crazy murderous thoughts that it'll actually like help me do work. I think it's my whistle while you work thing.
You just think about sawing someone's head off.
This is nice. As I'm recording the news, yeah, dude.
Have you ever stolen food from the break room?
I actually don't get to go to the break room a lot. I actually don't really have a lunch.
You're out.
I'm out the whole day.
That's nice.
It's nice, but
you're like not doing. It's not redundant.
It's not redundant, but it's like you don't have a break. Is the shitty thing? Is like your whole day is just you setting up shots, getting to places that are like miles away, talking to people, finding these fucking people that you don't really want to talk to and shit like that. It's a bunch of fucking things you got to do. Yeah. But it is fun and it is nice to get out of the work, out of the office, because those fucking the people in the office. They're not. No, I don't like them.
Office people, they're bad.
They suck. They're so hive-minded. It sucks, dude. It's a tough feeling.
Dude, you sound like Clayton. He used to work in a factory, and he's like, dude, the office people.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
fuck
dude, the
those,
office
dude.
people fucking suck.
Anytime there's like an office, like people in cubicles that are telling you how to do your job, and then you're the one that's like kind of keeping the company afloat.
Yeah,
like they kind of need you more than they need them. It's insane. It's an insane complex. But anyway.
Dude, I had one time a guy, I don't even know what his job was, but he came down from the office and he was like, "Hey, Clayton, just so you know, our lunch breaks are 30 minutes long, not 31. Oh, man. Yeah. So
Clayton, do you ever get murderous thoughts at work?
I don't work there anymore, but
thank God, dude.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, I worked at a call center that, like, the second you clocked out, you're on a timer.
Oh, my God.
And if you're 1 second over 30 minutes, you got written up.
What the fuck, dude? The thing is, they're so petty about. It's like, you're not really losing that much money on me just fucking having a little break. What
We're
the fuck?
making like $9 an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy, too. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but, like, the shittier the job, the shittier they treat you, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't do a job like that again, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. You're worth more. Get it, King.
Dude,
Slay.
I'm the beautiful princess.
Random plug. Are you guys going to Elena's show tonight?
Probably not.
No? Okay.
No. I have to prepare for I'm going to Florida this week, so I got to like pack and shit. And
for what?
We're visiting my in-laws.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's gonna be all right.
Well, I hope when you come back, it was a good trip, and Elena killed it at her show. Yeah. I was interested in that one. I just wanted to see it.
What time?
She's in Ogden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be a good show. Anyway, sorry.
What time's the show?
Oh, dude, I think it's at 7:30.
Okay, I might go.
Yeah, check it out.
Have you ever cussed out your boss?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
How'd that go? What
went pretty well.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
At your current job?
At my current job, yeah. Oh, dude, yeah, it went pretty well. The story into it went stupid. So, okay, I was like, it was just one day where, hang on, I don't even know how to talk about this right now. Just know it takes a long time, at least a minute, for somebody to set up a live shot, get it going and stuff like that. It's pretty quick. You can get it going pretty fast in the news, but it takes a minute just to because you have to carry things out, set things up, call people, make sure everything's connected the way it's supposed to be, right? This takes a while, right? And you have to go through, you have to set time aside for that, right? There was one day where I was live in every single thing in the show. So every single second I was live. There was no time for me to do or set up or cut from anything to anything. So it was just me, camera, live the entire time, right? Mm-hmm. And I was working with this reporter who was just not giving me cues, and he was not really being receptive or anything like that, mm-hmm. right? And he was just getting on my last fucking nerve, right? We're going from one spot to the next spot, and he wasn't communicating that. And then he gets this random ass guy that he wants to do an interview with. So now I have to mic this random ass guy up, get this fucking light up, have the camera on my back, and then he goes, "Okay, stand by." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean stand by?" I paused for a second. I was like, "What do you mean stand by?" He's like, "We're about to be live." I was like, "I'm not even set up. You didn't tell me anything. You didn't give me no cues, right?" And then I'm panicking, right, trying to get things set up, and I'm just shaky. The camera's completely blacked out, and then he's like, "We're just about to go live," and right as we go live, I whisper underneath my breath, "Fuck me, fuck this show." I whisper that under my breath, right? So I thought. And then I come into work the next day, right, just with my murderous thoughts. And then I just walk in, and my boss is like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" He brings me into, this is the news manager, the guy that runs the news stories and stuff that. He brings me inside of his office, and there's another guy too. They're news manager and assistant news manager. So they're the two fucking tag teams, right? Batman and Robin, right? And then they play me a video of me swearing very loudly. "Fuck me, fuck this show." Swear to God, I thought I was whispering. I was that mad that I was actually whisper yelling, that I was to where everybody heard me, and it was a completely black frame, and you hear me go, "Fuck me, fuck this fucking show," right? And then the guy goes, "Thanks again for joining us here at Channel."
Wait, so that appeared?
That appeared on live television. So
and you didn't get fired?
I did not get fired. This is why I did not get fired, because they were this is the same week. This is the week after I witnessed a murder, right? That murder where that guy got shot and stuff like that by the cops. So I had a whole traumatic week.
You mean justified killing?
Thank you. Thank you for the correction. Anyway, so he was so right after that whole week they had me explore the case. So they had me just do the entire fucking story. I had to go knock on his mom's door after I just watched her son die, and then I had to watch the body camera footage. So I was dealing with a lot, just having witnessed all of that, right? And then I go inside this office, and I'm just having meltdowns throughout the week, right? And that was one of the meltdowns, was live on air being "Fuck me, fuck the show," right? And my managers are like, "We were just wondering why you did that," And I'm like, "Oh, because you guys are insane. You expect me to do all this fucking shit for you for little pay, and it's insane what the fuck is happening, and I can't decompress or relax from any of the shit you're doing. You guys are fucking insane." It's I just kept emphasizing that to them. It's "Well, why do you think that?" I'm like, "You're not professional, and you have no good news judgment, and I know for a fact none of you have ever been in my shoes, so it's really hard for me to even trust you." And I was really just kind of ripping into them, and they were really uncomfortable, because I think they were thinking that they would discipline me, and they were gonna be "Don't swear on live television," which obviously, but Come on. But the fucking problem was they kept doing these like little sly remarks where like, just so you know, Dario, when you say fuck on live television, it's $1,000 and an FCC fine. I was like, don't play with me. I know that's if you only report it. If someone calls in and complains and it says I heard this person swear live on television, then it's an FCC fine. If you self-report, you're a snitch. It was basically what I was trying to tell the fucking boss too. And then he's all like, well, yeah, we're going to have to self-report this one. I was like,
what?
No, you're not going to have to do that. You're being lame, right? Like, it's so lame what you're doing. Because nobody called and complained. Why? Because that show sucks and they agreed with me. All right? Everybody hates that show, dude. But beside the point, like,
dude, that's crazy. I would be the opposite. Like, if they were like play the tape and they catch me saying it, I'd be, I'm so sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. I will never do it again.
I apologize. No, I apologized, but I was pissed off that the fact that they just didn't understand. Like, they were fucking like, they were insane with like what they were wanting from people, and also they've been having a really rough time with like holding on to people.
Oh, really?
Because they've been like really like bad to people's contracts and stuff like that. This chick once went in and complained about her schedule. She didn't complain about her schedule. She went in just to go see if her schedule is accurate, right? She's like, hey, is this my accurate schedule to the HR lady? And the HR lady went and told the manager that she was checking her schedule and stuff like that. And the manager was like, how dare you go behind my back to HR to adjust your schedule? We're not fucking doing this. And then he fired her on the spot and locked her out of all her accounts.
Holy
so
shit.
These are the people I'm yelling at because they fucking suck and they have no decency when it comes to like actual like ethics. Like, dude, if your family member was just murdered, right? Would you want a big ass camera in your face and a microphone? Not, you guys are disgusting. I feel like you would. I feel like you savages would. But I feel like the normal human being wouldn't, you know? And that's what they have me do all the fucking time.
My favorite was Chris Hansen.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
he started like a true crime like network on YouTube. So he was like going into like murder cases.
Yeah.
And he was like he found like the ex-wife of a serial killer and was like knocking on her door and he's like, what was it like fucking a serial killer all those years? With the camera crew.
You have to be slightly insane and like a little bit immoral, but like also like weirdly justified in your actions. I.e. Colin Schumacher. Oh my god. Oh wow, that guy, dude. He's got a journalist's mindset. I feel like,
for sure,
a journalist's boldness. I don't know about a mindset, but like the boldness is there for sure.
Yeah.
Fuck,
so
dude.
Have you ever quit a job without putting 2 weeks in? Like, have you ever just quit on the spot?
Yes. The news station I was working at prior, I thought because I was going to go work for a competitor, I would have to like they were going to walk me out, is what I thought. But what ended up happening was I told them I was quitting to go work for the competitor. Like, oh, cool. Well, when are you gonna give us your 2 weeks? And I was like, no, I start tomorrow at the place. And they're like, what the fuck? You give us 2 weeks. But prior to that, I've seen them go, if you go work for the competitor, we'll just walk you out the door. But they wanted my 2 weeks. It was so I technically just quit right there on the spot because it was a weird miscommunication, and they were not really happy with me about that.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Fucking Mike, what's up?
That's pretty fucked, dude. That's man, I hate that mindset from companies, not to be a commie liberal, but like, yeah, dude, that should be a two-way street.
Yeah,
as far as quitting goes.
I feel like I should be able to just quit on the spot without it being like too big of a deal.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Like, anyway, but sometimes you want to be a little bit of a better person.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't been good to you. Oh.
So let's go into some fun questions here.
Ooh, I like fun questions.
When's the last time you said the N-word?
I think on the drive here I was listening to some rap music, so I think a couple of songs here and there I slipped out. I really try hard not to do it. I really do.
How hard?
Really hard, dude. I skip all the... I look the lyrics up before the song comes out. I count all the ones I see, and I go, okay, gotta avoid these things, right? But sometimes the music just moves you. I don't... It's like, oh, geez, Louise. Sorry.
So today,
I'm really if we're being completely honest, dude, I feel like I've been pretty honest with you guys, and unfortunately today fair. I definitely slipped up.
Our last guest said he's never said it in his life.
Who?
Tanner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full of shit, Tanner.
Tanner, if you're watching this, look at this face right now. You've said it, buddy. I've heard you say it now. Okay.
Matter of fact, I have it on tape.
Wow, that is a wild question. You guys ask wild questions. But yeah, it was a car ride here.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but I'll probably say it to someone on the car ride home too, and not be proud of it when I get home.
I guess on that same subject, who's your least favorite black person of all time?
Damn. So many to choose from. That's terrible. No. Oh man. I mean, General Idi Amin. That dude ate people, right?
Yeah.
That guy's fucked up. That's a fucked up person.
Dude, who is that?
He was the former leader of Uganda. He thought he was the lost king of Scotland. He claimed to be the king of Scotland. He would vacation in Scotland, dude. He was a crazy ass person, genocidal maniac, man.
And he ate people.
He ate people. I think, I don't know what the rumor, but him eating people. But he apparently had eaten people, and in order to gain their strength and stuff like that. Yeah. And Comey.
Dude, I think that works.
Yeah, I think that's
it must work. There's so many rumors of like politicians eating babies. It must work. You must get.
Okay. You got a good point there. See, that's not. But that guy sucked. That guy sucks. I didn't like that guy.
Yeah.
No.
No, not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. I don't even know if I said your name right.
It's a hot take.
Yeah, I'm worried that I might have said a basketball player's name. I'm not gonna lie. I would hate this to come out and me get all that wrong. Anyway, whatever.
So, what's a conspiracy theory that you believe in that most people think is crazy?
You guys know about that Disney on Ice conspiracy?
No.
Okay, so Disney on Ice and the movie Frozen are all ways to distract people from the truth that Walt Disney is cryogenically frozen, right?
Ooh.
Okay, so they're using all these like strategies. So like when you look up something like fucking, Disney Frozen, you get Disney's Frozen, right? But not Disney Frozen, right? Because they're like, because the Disney estate and Disney family will say, our dad's not frozen, or whatever the fuck he is to them. I don't fucking know. Mm-hmm. But like, they'll say he's not frozen, and I love that conspiracy so much because like I thought about it, like why the fuck why do they have Moana on ice? As a tropical climate. Like,
holy shit!
Like why? It's such a weird fucking thing to do, just to remake Disney classics and throw them on ice.
I saw it in his eyes. He's like.
It's the weirdest.
He's a believer.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And every time I pitch that like conspiracy theory, I heard the conspiracy theory, obviously, but I'll tell it to people sometimes, and they're like, no, come on, that's ridiculous or silly. But that dude is frozen, and for whatever reason, they're being weird about it. It's just they're trying to unfreeze him so he can be anti-Semitic again, and they don't want that. And
what do you think he's gonna do when he's unfrozen?
I mean, yeah, I don't
He's
know.
He's going to drown the Black Little Mermaid.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Drew Simon. But that is probably what Walt Disney would do. You're not wrong. He's a terrible man.
No, dude. That guy is shaking in his eyes right now, seeing what his company's doing.
You know what's kind of insane, though? Everything that's revolved around Disney and Florida and all this shit, too. It's like, okay, you've like Walt Disney, like, that Orlando situation in Walt Disney, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Walt Disney, he basically bought that pot of land, right? And it was a whole swamp and shit like that. He buys it. He has it to himself. He starts running the local governments around that time, and Florida just lets him do that. And now Florida's like, you can't have all this land grabbing power, Disneyland. It's like you guys literally gave them all of that. They literally gave them all the land. They gave them all the local municipalities and all the local governments, and they hired their own people. And it's like now they're getting all pissy about the fucking like Little Mermaid. It's just like, get over it, Florida.
Well, it's because Disney has the wrong beliefs now.
Who gives a fuck? Yes, they do. It's such weird beliefs, and their beliefs suck. It's just watered down remakes of just things we already saw.
Right.
You know? They're not doing anything new. They're not doing anything new. That's all.
Dude,
people are
going
getting mad
to
at that.
Disney World next week with my elderly in-laws.
Nice, dude. That sounds like a nice
good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. Disney, it's got some good stuff.
Remember the alligator ate that kid at Disney?
Oh my god, dude. There's a lot of nightmarish things that happen with Disney, dude. There's a very nightmarish reality. What Disneyland and like all the Disney issues, you know, it's very kind of gross a little bit. Yeah, love Disneyland.
So on the topic of Walt Disney and his anti-Semitism, next question is, how many people died in the Holocaust?
I was saying 6 million, right? That's what it was.
6 million? 6 million even?
Well, just I don't think
not
it was
5,900,000.
I think there was more, right? Because it's not just I'm just saying, isn't it just 6 million Jews that died? Isn't it just 6 million Jews? That's crazy how I said that. That is crazy how I said that. I think there was there was gypsies and like people that had
gross.
2 legs or whatever, like right? I don't know. They were just killing people back in the day like that, right?
Just dwarfs.
Yeah, like corgi legs, like people. They're like, it's too stumpy of a leg. We gotta get rid of that. Fucking dude, Nazis suck, man.
What?
They just suck, dude. They're fuck Nazis, dude. Fuck Nazis. Fuck French people.
Take.
It's an easy take. I'm dying on that molehill, dude. I don't care. I don't like Nazis. Tell you what.
That's crazy. I've never heard anyone dislike Nazis before.
I hate it, dude. I hate them so much, dude. The only
N
word I'm allowed to say is Nazis. What's up, my Nazi? No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
We have fun here.
We do. I like this show, dude. I like this show a lot.
So, what's the best reason for banning women from the workplace?
Oh, the impure thoughts I'll be having, dude. Oh,
true.
Like they dress nice, they smell nice.
Yeah.
There's a thing about working where it's just grunt, stupid, gross work, and it fucks with my brain when I see like a chick doing it and they're getting all hot and sweaty and dirty and I'm like, oh god, don't do this at work.
We should make them wear trash bags or something.
But that's kind of hot too, though. And then they're just sweating in that steamy bag, dude. Ooh, let me get that doggy bag, sister. You know what I'm saying? Let's just fucking leak it out.
No, dude, I think Saudi Arabia is doing it right.
Oh, why?
And just make them, cover up the whole time.
And they aren't at work.
Yeah, they're not at work.
Dude, that's a tough one because I like women in the workplace,
Yeah.
It's like, it's good. I really do, personally.
They just legalized women driving.
In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, like a year ago.
Yeah.
So they're progressive.
Yeah, they're getting better, dude. Nothing wrong with women. Why is it, what will be bad for them in the workplace? I would just say I'm just like, I get too perverted around women, I feel like, and that's a hard one for me.
So you don't want women to work with you ever because they smell good and you want to touch them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Good.
I've never sexually harassed anybody, all right? I keep that shit
in your head.
professional. Oh my god. Yes. And it's not even like they'll just be like a regular day for a lady, and I'll just be like, damn, I don't even know what it is about her today, dude. I'm just all about it. They should fire that bitch. Now you're looking too good.
All right, so the next segment here, it's a Clayton surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I had him prepare questions. They're sometimes shocking.
Okay.
Questions that I am not even aware of. So he's going to go ahead and bring those questions on.
This is a good podcast, man. I'm digging it.
We're going to find out together what Clayton wanted to ask you.
Okay, Clayton.
All right, so I have 2 questions for you. I know you're not Russian, but you're Eastern European, and I'm racist. So, Vladimir Putin, smash or pass?
Pass. He low-key a bitch.
Yeah?
He low-key. Yeah, and he dumb and he weird. He's drama, dude.
Yeah.
He stages a coup and everything. Come on, man. No, he's a full drama, dude.
I'm smash. No smash. Pass. Total pass.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. You passed, man.
I'm all about Ukraine. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I want more of our money going there. As much as possible, dude. Anyway.
I only say pass because I'm not gay. That's.
Oh.
But if you weren't gay, you fucking.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
That's pretty gay, Drew.
That's a good one. Good question,
All
Clayton.
right, next one.
Okay, so not including French people.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite racial slur, and what do you like least about those people?
Oh, wow. Do you bleep the slurs?
Oh, can we?
I can.
Okay.
Don't. All right. Fuck. You guys are terrible people. But I will admit, I don't hate anything about them, right? But
Sure.
the term zipper heads for Japanese people. So I do blush every time I hear it. I'm like, oh, it's so bad. I hate how much I like that. I hate it. It's so bad. What do I like the least about them? Yeah. Creepy fucking like I don't know actually.
Yeah, they have vending machines with panties and shit.
That's wild, dude. But then just like a perv myself, I'm like, I get it. But
dude, would you go to a vending machine with used panties and buy them and would you do that?
I would. I didn't like. I hate that was an option. You know what? I fucking hate that was an. I hate that. Don't put those things in my head. You know what I mean? And Japan does it so naturally. They're gifted at putting dirty thoughts in Dario's head, and I don't like that, Japan. I don't like it.
So.
But I do love Japan. I really want to go. That sounds like a really
so you
nice
love
place.
zipper heads and you want to move there.
Oh, I love them. I love me some zipper flick. I like me some zipper flicks. Come watch samurai flicks with me. Anyway.
Well, it's fun.
I'm so sorry, Japanese people.
So we're
it's a crazy podcast.
Dude, so that's the last of the questions.
I feel like I'm being waterboarded with cancelable questions. I don't know. Oh, God.
So now Clayton and I, we rate you as an employee on a scale of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm. And
we decide if you've ever been fired before.
All right.
So your performance review.
Here we go.
Dude, you've wrecked so many cars.
So
I can't believe you haven't been fired. You've cussed out your boss.
I actually, yes. And I also, this is actually something the company doesn't know. And I'm not proud of. Oh, God. I once ran over a dog in one of the company It was such a bad day, dude. I had such an awful day that day. But it started off great. I had a great day. And then I'm driving home in the middle of the night. I don't see like two dogs just run right in front of my car, and I run one right over. Her name was Sadie.
Wait, did you get out? And
Yes, I did. There was no collar on the dog. I checked, and I was I felt awful, and I was just petting her mangled fucking legs, and she was the sweetest golden retriever. And then this cop comes over, right? Dude, it's a crazy story. This cop comes over, and I'm like, okay, I have to confess everything that I did, right? He comes out, and he's like, oh my God, dude. He believes some piece of shit person just ran this dog over and just drove away. I was like, yeah, people are terrible. So I got, dude, the dog, the cop ended up taking care of the dog afterwards. And I kept checking in on the dog, calling all these animal shelters and stuff like that to make sure the dog was okay. Because if the dog wasn't okay, so the dog needed surgery, but there was no collar on the dog. So they couldn't do any kind of surgery because it belonged to someone. And in order for them to do surgery, I would have had to adopt the dog, according to this cop. I would have to adopt this dog and then pay out of pocket for this surgery for this dog. And I was in my head, I was just put the fucking dog down. Yeah. I was oh, but that would suck. You just get a dog for the first time and you have to just put it down right then and there. That'd be awful.
Dude, that's wild. Okay.
Does that change the review?
That changes a lot. Dude,
I feel awful about it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving you a 2. But I'm going to guess that you've never been fired before.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a 10 because you have done some crazy shit, but you seem like a guy who just charms your boss or instills fear in them. So you've never been fired is what I'm going to guess.
Yeah. There's a lot.
What's the truth? Have you been fired?
I have never been fired.
Holy shit.
I have never been fired. Yeah. Yep. Believe it or not, I'm actually a pretty good employee. When I'm not breaking shit and running over dogs, I'm on time. I do my works, and then I try my best. I really, my coworkers like me.
Dude.
Never been fired.
Well, thanks for doing this.
This was a lot of fun.
This was fun.
This was a great fucking podcast. Yeah. Thanks again for having me, guys. Come check us out at Wise Guys, everybody.
Yeah.
We do. And on Boxcar Comedy.
Boxcar Comedy
Dude,
Club.
We got a lot of fucking things happening in Utah.
A lot of clubs.
Are you doing any shows? Are you guys doing any shows anytime soon?
I'm opening the second weekend of October at Boxcar Comedy Club.
What the fuck? You be there, guys. I'm doing a little hosting on Monday at Boxcar Comedy.
Ooh, you're hosting the open mic.
Hosting the open mic.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna try to be there on time, dude. It's gonna be great. Check us out. We're comedians. Help us out. Support.
Yeah. And inevitably one of us will be at the Rickles Room probably.
Yeah.
They're putting everyone up there.
Yeah, dude. Just follow.
Yeah, come on, Wise Guys.
Check us out, dude. Man, great plugs. Thanks again, guys.